Dares to Dream, I like to inspire and motivate adults to dream again. Because as we go through life and take on our different roles and responsibilities, we tend to put our dreams on the back burner. And my goal here at Dawn Dares to Dream is to help you pick those dreams back up and to pursue them again. Now, I want you to understand, I started Dawn Dares to Dream because I wanted to relay my message and my heart and my feelings across to whomever would listen. It can be difficult getting your closest family and friends to understand the way that you believe and when you try to express it and share it. So this was like my backdoor way into letting everybody know. Now, I may have lost some viewers as a result of that because they don't agree, and that's fine. I am definitely a proponent of everyone having their own thoughts, their own process, their own mindset that works for them. Your religion works for you, you keep that. No one's telling you to get rid of that. Whatever it is that works for you, continue to use it. I'm just saying that sprinkle some of this other information on it, this personal development information that I'm providing you, and see where your life takes you and how you take off personally. Always remember, we are in control of how we see our environment. I don't care what everyone says it looks like or everyone says it is. We are in control of how we choose to perceive the environment. Hey dreamers, welcome back. And thank you to all the new dreamers who stopped by Dawn Dares to Dream today to see what we're all about. Well, I am back on the What Does Success Mean to Me? What Does Success Mean to You series. So today I'm going to get a little bit more personal about my success journey so that you can understand the purpose of this particular series. This series is not about you following after my footsteps per se to get to what you believe success is. Really what it's about is understanding that there are some key elements to living a successful life or having the success in life that you desire. And I want to deliver those elements to you, and I want you to then take those elements and use them in your life as you see fit, and not exactly maybe as I'm explaining them, however it is that they really fit, into your life. So today we're going to talk about the topic, I'm going to call the topic being thankful and grateful for where you are right now in your life. It is important to show gratitude. My story that I'm about to tell you is going to show you how well gratitude can actually work for you in your life. And if you notice, in most of my series, I talk a lot about gratitude because I feel like it's our secret weapon. Gratitude really helps us to ignite the laws of the universe on our behalf, in our favor, for our good. There's nothing like gratitude. Now, I'm going to start way back when, as a little girl, I had, dreams of what success was. I told you spiritually, I initially, I just thought I was going to be raptured into heaven, and that was success, living a good Christian life so that Jesus and God was pleased with me, going to heaven. That's all I really cared about. Then I got a little older and I realized that life wasn't just about religion, and it wasn't just about my religious beliefs. It was about actually living here on this planet, on planet Earth, and enjoying myself, and having fun. And to enjoy myself and to have fun, I knew I needed some dinero, baby. I needed funds. Now, I'll tell you a quick story about my parents. Both of my parents did not go to college. I think my dad took some college courses, at some point in his life, but they didn't really go to college, if that makes any sense. My mother was a nurse's assistant, or whatever they call that, a CCNA today. She was that for, over 30 years. She worked at the VA Medical Center for 30 years and retired from there, but she worked in that particular position at other hospitals before she landed her job at the VA. And that was like the miracle job for her, working for the government. She got a pension. She got to retire from there. And a lot of people don't necessarily make out as good as my mother has as far as her retirement. Now, so I looked at them and what their success was and how they traversed life. Now, when I was about probably a teenager, when I got to high school, I went to Baltimore City College High School. It's a college preparatory high school. It's, I guess today they would call it like a magnet program high school. And I only chose to go there because, again, I told you about my best friend, right? she was going to one of those magnet schools. So I put those same schools down as my choices as well. And so I got into what we call it City. So I got into City, and I didn't know what it was. I didn't understand the opportunity that I had before me. It was like going to a private school for free. All that to say, I met these people that I was impressed with. And I said, well, what am I doing? If I'm just trying to wait, because at this time, I'm still waiting to go to heaven, people. I'm still hardcore in the church, like, yeah, I'm going to heaven. And that's going to be all that I need. And then, the reality just hit me. Seeing all these other people, and they had all these goals, and they were applying to college, and I'm like, okay. So, again, I applied to college because I saw other people doing it, right? But because I didn't understand how to be successful in the natural world, all I knew was what I thought spiritual success was. So I need to model myself after people. So basically, I modeled myself after people that I had met in high school, after my best friend. She went to a different school. She went to an all-girl version of kind of what my school was. So I said, okay. But even once I go to school and do all these things, I still didn't know what the next step was. So I went to college. I did not get my college degree. I actually was on the path to get the degree. I was still to this day 5 classes away from an industrial engineering bachelor's. And the reason is I was bipolar. And I talk about that bipolar manic episode where I got diagnosed. That's when all of that happened. And I just think the stress of finishing school, the stress of the different things that were going on in my family, the stress of feeling like people wanted me to be there for them when I really didn't have the means to, all of that is probably why I think I had my manic episode, my psychotic break. So I had the psychotic break, and then that's over with, and I moved to Texas to live with my dad. And I'm fast forwarding here is because this is where I found what I would call my career success. And I want to pause here before I go into what career success, what I mean by that. And I want to stop and say that remain grateful and thankful for where you are, because throughout this entire process, I have learned about the law of attraction. I have grown to have this strong affinity and love for it. And a lot of what I have been taught when you're trying to use the elements of the principles of law of attraction is being grateful. And I have been the most grateful, thankful person, I think, my entire life. Even when I was a kid, I was just thankful that, I didn't have a lot. Sometimes we didn't have food. Sometimes we didn't have electricity. Sometimes we were getting evicted, right? But I was thankful that I was alive. I was thankful that I could walk. I was thankful that I could talk. I found little simple things to be thankful for, and I held on to them, okay? So what I'm telling you, in your success journey, you may not see where the success is going to come from. And I'm going to tell you, it's not going to come from a place that you really even realize or know. It's not. It's going to surprise you. But you got to be ready. You have to be ready to take that leap, because when it comes, it's not going to be dressed up, like, oh, here it is on the silver platter, here's success. You know how they say it's going to be dressed up like work, so you got to be ready to work. You have to be prepared. So when your teacher reveals themselves, you got to be prepared to say, you know what, whatever they say, I'm going to do, because they have what I want. That's that modeling I was telling you about. So we're going to get back to, I meet the person that is going to push me into my success. Guess what that person was? It was my son's dad. He's the one who got me into the career that I am in. And I'm so grateful and thankful to him for it. Now, I had to work. He seems to think, it was all him. He was the opportunity vehicle, okay? But I had to work. I had to study. I had to get certified. Like I told you, while I was working, in my other job, I had to get certified. I also was attempting to finish school at the time. So I was in college here online. I've done that probably about 3 or 4 times since I've been here, been in college online, trying to obtain a degree, because in my mind, a degree was success. So I kept trying to get this degree, but I don't have it, okay, people, but I have enough courses probably to have a master's by now. But that's not the point. The point is, I would have never thought that I was going to meet a man and have a romantic relationship that was going to really support me and want to push me to be better and to do better. So he showed me the way. Now, what I'm going to say to you is it was a very scary thought. So initially I got these certifications. I got 2 certifications, in IT. And he kept telling me that I could get a job. I didn't necessarily need a degree in IT. The certifications would work. I'm like, what? But again, I don't know anything about IT. So I said, okay, whatever he said, I said, okay. Now, I had to work, like I told you, the job that I already had while I was studying for my certifications. Then I got my certifications, and now we were waiting for an opportunity. We were waiting for an internship opportunity. He was looking out for me, looking for intern opportunities so that I could gain experience so I could begin working in this field. You know what? He became my intern opportunity. So I worked 2 jobs. I worked part-time at one job, and I worked part-time as an intern. And I think initially, I don't even think I was getting paid initially, but lots of times that's what you have to do, to gain the experience that you need. You have to figure it out. But that was my first step into success. But I was afraid. And a lot of my friends were like, because once I decided to do this, they were like, you're going to quit your job and you're going to go. Because once the internship became paid, I didn't need to work both places. So I left the job. And I started, I'm going to call it my career. And they thought I was crazy. And I said, well, what do I have to lose? I already don't hardly make any money. What do I have to lose? Again, but I believe being thankful and grateful my entire life got me to this opportunity. When the opportunity came, it was a little scary. It wasn't saying to me, right here, right now, this is where your career starts. I had to be an intern. I had to work 2 jobs. I had to then quit a job to continue to work, not knowing if this was going to lead anywhere. But it didn't matter. I was gaining experience. So you have to take the moment to stop to think, what are you willing to do? What are you willing to sacrifice to obtain your success? What are you willing to do? Think about it. I left a whole job. It was scary. It was a job at a company. It was my first corporate job, and I could have worked my way up. I was already asking questions about how to move around in the company, and I was already on that path. But what wouldn't have led to where I am today, not as quick. So I had to figure out, what was I willing to do? So what are you willing to do when the success shows up? When the opportunity for the success shows up? Are you willing to put in the work? Because again, yes, I believe in the laws of the universe. Yes, I believe in the law of attraction. But when you put all the laws of the universe together, law of attraction is one of them. Law of action is another. These laws work together for you to manifest the life that it is that you desire. You have to put the work in from the different laws that are going to make the impact for you. And be grateful along the way. No matter what happens, no matter how bad things look, you gotta be grateful along the way. Now we're gonna fast forward some more. I've been laid off from that initial job that I had, not knowing how I was gonna get another job. And I had to interview at this point. And I interviewed my behind off to get a job. And I had almost given up. And again, my son's dad gave me another push, and he says, no, you got to keep putting that resume up on those job sites, because when you put your resume up like every week, every day, it looks like a fresh resume, people. So the headhunters kept coming, or the recruiters would hit me up, send me emails, call me, and I would get these interviews, but then nothing ever connected. But then HP connected. So I go from this girl who didn't know where her career was going to start, how she was going to get in corporate America, to being able to work for Hewlett Packard. I just thought that was a big deal. Yeah, big deal. And we're saying with no college degree. And my resume does not say I have a college degree on it. It says I've gone to college. Do you understand? But success is there. But what are you willing to do to capture that success? What are you willing to do? How much work are you willing to put in? Because there's that law of action that says if we want something, we got to go get it. And the more we propel forward with the thought or idea, with the action steps for what it is that we want, with the belief in our heart, the more it's propelled to us, it's drawn to us. Do you understand? So success is about the work that you're willing to put in to get to the success. So that's my little story. And I just wanted to give you some real world example of how it just plainly worked, even when you have no idea. Most of us don't know where the success is going to come from. And I'm going to talk a little bit more in the next video about how to prepare yourself before the success comes so that you are willing to do the work. I'm not telling you to fall for the okie doke if someone is really just trying to use you. But always think about what you can get out of something and what you can learn from someone. But we're going to talk more about preparing yourself for your success in the next video. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Also, remember to leave me a comment with any questions that you may have. There's an arrow down here with the share. It says share. Share this to your social media platform like Facebook. I could really use the support. Remember that I'm also doing the promo. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel. And when you subscribe, you have the pick of one of my 4 workbooks. And the website for where my workbooks are, I'm going to list it. It's in the shop. In the midway through the description for this video, click on that. And you can go there, you can see what they are, you can read brief descriptions of them, and then you can pick one. And then you can go back and watch the video series that's associated with the workbook and actually do the work. And last but not least, I'm going to put 2 series up here. I'm going to have Understanding the Laws of the Universe, just in case you missed it. You need to go back and watch that. And this What Does Success Mean to Me series. And on this side, my face is going to be up here in a circle. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, click on my face, select the gray bell, select all. That way you'll be subscribed to my channel. You'll be notified to all the new content that I place up here to YouTube. Thank you for hanging out with me today, dreamers. And thank you for listening to me talk. Have a great day, dreamers.